Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and today we're going to go through another box in my deck collection. So every single week I pull out one of these long boxes. These are collector long boxes made to hold like baseball trading cards or Magic the Gathering cards, right? And this is going to be box number 29. Box number 29, so we're almost to 30. And the way this typically works is I just grab the next box off the shelf and just open it blind. So these are all decks I've either reviewed or not. You know, it's not. I haven't reviewed every single deck, so I'm gonna just scooch these off to the side and let's get started. All right, so not a lot of sets in this one. A lot of one-offs. I thought, you know what? Let's just start with Gemini. Let's start with GeminiDecks.com, right? Because I love Gemini. Tomas Pinson, love his design aesthetic. Ultra Diablo. Got flames shooting up the sides of this. Looks very like 1950s racer car, right? And so kind of a watercolor swirl back design. I'm sure it looks great in a spread. And you know what is so great about Gemini? They print with United States Playing Card Company. That's right, always. He's never diverted. Game recognizes game. There's your On Fire Ace of Spades. And one pip is On Fire. The others are normal. There's a blue border around the pips and the indice. But otherwise, it's pretty standard. Standard art on the quartz, but original colorings. And then your reds are a light blue color with a green outline. So color-wise, it all lines up design-wise, right? So yeah, that's what that deck looks like. I'm always kind of wondering if we should go a little faster. We go pretty slow in these videos. We've got two ad cards there and two jokers. Got that door. He's used the door design before in his jokers. Do I have any others from Gemini? Just while we're still here, while we're thinking about Gemini, any other Geminis? Nope. Let's do Leaf playing cards. Obviously green. I bet they have a linen finish. Leaf design here. The bottom says, created by Tal, manufactured by Bicycle. And it's got two leaves on the back. And green, very thin border, leaf on top and bottom. If you're into leaves. Who isn't? Right? Come on. Ace of Spades is a giant leaf. Even has a little shadow underneath that. So that's kind of cool. Standard pips and indices. And your quartz are green. And they're holding leaves and twigs and tree-like sticks instead of weapons. Green pips instead of red. And here's some more quartz for ya. Guy holding a stick. And blacks are black. Reds are green. And anything else? Anything else? Blank card. Oh, that's fun. Two blank cards. And then two clovers. Two blank cards seems kind of lazy, right? It's like, oh, what are you going to put here? Nothing. Just got two blank cards. Galaxy. This is the one with the fabric pull on the tuck box. Did I seal this down? I'd be very curious to see if I can get in this. I stuck this down. I restuck it down. Galaxy first edition blue, designed by Keshav Mongia, produced by Galaxy Decks 2020. Hansen Chen, crafted for cardistry. It has a little fabric linen pull tab, which wrecks your tuck box, which we all love, right? We hate that. Nice big tongue flap. I like the Hansen Chen cards. I do. So look, it goes all the way inside there. See that? All the way. There's your Ace of Spades. It says Galaxy. Got these little border art. And then your back design looks like that. It's a nice shape with a very thin poker border. scooch them all up. And faces are going to match that first ace we saw. These are the black pips, and you got to have a new layout and a blue coloring for the black. Standard artwork, but redrawn in blue. It's kind of a jean denim watermark look. Red is red for the diamonds, and red quartz, and green for clubs. So you're going to see different colors throughout, and then that means a magenta color for hearts. Is that magenta? I throw the word magenta around a lot, and part of me wonders if I even know what magenta looks like. There's your jokers, red and blue circles, and that was galaxy. And I will try to reseal the little adhesive so that it goes right back in the same spot. Monodon. Monodon. So like a sunrise? Sunset? What do you think it is? From Zalem. And cardistry touch. Yeah. This says OXM0321 on the tuck flap. Looks like that all the way around. And your ace of spades says Monodon. Diminished pip. Some words there. And a one-way back design, right? It's going to look different one way or the other. I don't know if that would bug you. Would that bug you if cards got out of order in a deck like this? Would you be thoroughly perturbed? Standard for the most part, but then there's a little graphic right there that says Zalem. Right there, you see it? So it says Zalem. That's kind of cool. Also makes the faces one way. Blacked out quartz says, it said Zalem on that card, but not on this queen, not on this king. Interesting. Red cards are black. Diamonds are black. Says Zalem on every card. This jack says Zalem up in the corner, but again, the queen and the king do not. King does not, queen does not, jack does. So black all the way through. Black hearts, right? Everything's black. And there's one extra card, and two more extra cards. So every card's different. All the extra cards are different. I guess you could make them all jokers, or none of them jokers, or whatever you'd like. Got a couple more black and white decks. So let's do all the black and white decks together. Plume playing cards. Little leaf on top and bottom. It says bicycle, and it says the pale snake. Completely devoid of any graphics. And your ace of spades has a leaf there in the center of the ace. And your back is completely white except for two black leaves. Kind of has like a fake Daniel Madison look to it. Like somebody was trying to make a knockoff Daniel Madison deck. But spread like this, it looks like a blank deck. So that's kind of... Oh, and I don't even have the deck in order. So completely standard faces and completely standard quartz. So standard, very boring deck. Not a lot of work, time, or effort put into this. Okay, so we got a joker and another joker and a blank face. So that is Plume? Yeah, Plume playing cards. Touch 001. On the back it says Materia? Materia. Hope so. Top says it's an experience. This side says deep sea. Where's the top? Gotta find my... Interesting. Oh, this is not a deck. This is a cardistry deck. So there's your back design. Okay. That 001 probably meant it was like the first in a series. So all the cards look like this. That is what all the cards look like. So faces and the backs. Backs, faces. So that's the whole deck. Except for this, there's an add card here and a touch add card here, but then all these cards are completely identical. So that was easy. Probably just, yeah, like a cardistry deck. Something for trainers. Touch, again, these are the offsets, okay? And the tuck box is also offset. There's actually, you can actually feel that. That's a split in the paper. This says slide to open, so I guess I will. Is that really how you open? Oh, that's right. It comes apart like this. Trying to get it. Wow. Is it kickback? Boink. There, it looks like that. Okay. So they pop out the top. Kind of ingenious, right? Yeah. Here's your back design. Notice it's offset. You don't have the border on top. So again, would that bother you? Oh, they're all four suits. So that's all 4 suits. See, all 4 suits are offset. So I could group them. Let's see. What is this? It's a add card. Okay, and then these are hearts. I'll separate them. That'll make the most sense. This is clubs. I remember doing the review for this a long time back. That was also clubs. Really? Oh, it was just upside down. All right, and diamonds. And just checking. Spades. So there's your ace of spades right there. And notice they're going to be all offset. See, they're all cut offset. See how that works? So would you use these for gameplay? And your back design on your spades looks like that. And then your diamonds look like that. And their back design for your diamonds looks like that. So it looks like a defect deck. And I would guess if this deck were shuffled, it would be even harder to see that all the suits were cut the same. You know, it would look really wonky. It would look really haphazard with the deck not only shuffled, but because the back designs are two-way or one-way, you know, having them go back and forth. So yeah, it would look very chaotic. And there's your faces. There's offset. It's fun. It's creative, right? It's interesting. It's a talk. I totally missed putting those in the box. It's a talking point. Let's do Cherry Casino. Cherry Casino Black. Cherry Casino. Murphy's Magic loves these. Derek McKee, designed by Sam Devins, distributed by Murphy's Magic. I'm getting a new deck of cherries coming to me in a couple days, so looking forward to that. There's the Ace of Spades, and of course your back design is going to be black. This is one of those designs where they do recolors and they are unashamed, right? Unashamed. They just keep putting out a new deck in a new color. So your reds are a little darker than a normal red, but blacks are black. Standard, everything. Standard pips and indices, standard quartz, everything standard. Let's look to see the extras. Ooh, the cherries in the back, they have like a gold gleam. They have a gold foil to them. So you get a blank, you get a double backer, which are the 2 best gaffs you could get, and you get the compliments of Cherry Casino Joker cards. What do you think of the Cherry Casino line? You got a couple, you collect them, you looking forward to new colors? What do you think about series that do recolors and they just keep releasing new colors? You think it's lazy or you think it's cool? Let us know down below. Here we have the Stephen Harrison Riffle Shuffle Play Dead cards. Screaming Skull going off there. The pattern wraps all the way around. It says Play Dead on top. Feels like we're going faster, right? Gotta make these, I make these too long. There's your Ace of Spades right there. And very thin border, very thin border. Screaming Skull wrapped around a circle, and it's a 2-way image. After this video's over, you gotta remind me to call my dad, because He called in the middle of recording, so he must want something. What was I going to say? Oh, original layout. So the court cards have like a little skull head and their original artwork. Blue. Here's your diamond. And there's your... See, when it's an original deck, right, and the artwork's original, then it's fun to go through, right? Fun to go through, fun to look at. When it's just standard and everything looks exactly the same, it's like, yeah, been there, done that. This is a good deck for Halloween, right? Doing Halloween, coming up on the October. What are your October plans? What are your Halloween plans? Do you dress up? Do you decorate the house? Get it all spooky for the kids in your neighborhood that are coming over? You guys participate in a local fall festival at your church or community center. Riffle Shuffle ad card. Screaming Skull ad card. And then your two jokers are a skull with a jester's cap. Coming up on, what do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9 left? 9 left. Hamza playing cards. Pranja. Okay. And Hamza playing cards created by Paul Richardson. Designed by Dane Vowns. Those aren't the names that you would associate with this artwork, right? Paul Richardson. Some writing there on the inside. And the tuck lining is all decorated beautifully. Here's your back design with a palm and the all-seeing eye there. Nice thin border again. These don't feel like bicycle cards. First thing you notice when you spread or fan cards. Hansen Chan. There you go. Should have made that plain. Original court cards. And my microphone just popped off. I'm not even going to cut that out. I'm going to leave it in. Who cares? Original court cards. Magicians, right? These are magicians, friends of magic. Original everything. Pips, indices, layout. Completely unique. There's some more people. We all know who that guy is. We all know who that guy is. I think it's hard to find the girls when you do all magicians, right? Because there needs to be way more women in magic. We need more women in magic, more ladies in magic, definitely. More. Ace of Spades. Joker is Elephant. Ganesh, right? I think so. And your aces are all large in circles. And that's it. I made a giant mess. Oh, look. Daniel Madison's gaff card. So he probably had a hand in this. Oh, I passed by Daniel and I didn't even say anything, didn't I? I bet that red card. Oh, I did say something. Okay, yeah. I did say something. All right. Let's go from Daniel Madison to Emily Slides. Chapter 1. This came in a little book, right? This looks like a book. See? Chapter 1. It's got a spine. Looks like pages in a book. It came in a little box, but the little box doesn't fit in my box, so it had to go. There's the back design. Thin border. Nice bicycle cards. Beautiful. Looks exactly like literature, like a box you'd have sitting on your shelf. Reds and blacks appear normal. Standard court art, but done with a blue accent. There's another court card, double backer. And here's a court. King of Clubs. Emily, how come I'm not the King of Clubs in your deck? Emily hasn't made me the King of Clubs in her deck. Joker is an ink fountain pen. And there's your second Joker. And anything else going on interesting with this deck? Lots of blue. Big blue hats. Big blue hats. And here's another Joker, which is ink. Is that a card reveal? Yep, 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs reveal. I don't even notice if Emily was one of the courts. Usually she is. Did I even see the ace of spades in there? Did you remember seeing the ace of spades? Oh, there it is. Ace of spades. Gotta show that ace, man. 7 decks left. Oysters. Oysters. Premium stock for exquisite handling. Think Nguyen, signature edition. Upside down. Designed by Think Nguyen and Phil Smith. Good, we like Phil Smith. Probably means they're marked. Since 1990, your mind is your oyster. It's up to you to find the pearls. So, oyster back design. I do remember these being marked. I do recall. Double backer. Joker with a pearl. A ad card. We'll scooch those off to the side. Another joker. And big, huge ace pips, but otherwise standard. Completely standard deck. Standard. Looking for an ace of spades. There it is. Pearl and an open oyster shell. Again, there's your back design. It's not a two-way, right? It's a one-way. Looks different the other way. I do remember it being marked. I'm having difficulty. Is this a 7? No, it's an ace of spades. What am I doing? Oh, ace of clubs? I see a mark. Oh, you know what these are marked for? They're marked for mnemonica. I just messed it all up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's mnemonica trainer. That's what it was. So there's a number on the back hidden in the oyster shell for mnemonica. All right. These are all from playingcarddex.com. And it's 2 butterfly decks and 2 grasshopper decks. So butterfly, grasshopper. If you like animals, you like insects, you like plants, there's a lot of decks that fit that design aesthetic or that collectability down at playingcarddex.com. So if you like cards like that, I guarantee you, go to playingcarddex.com, find tigers, or, ferns, clowns. If you're looking for something specific, they probably have it. So we'll bust out the 2 butterfly decks. And they're not recolors. They're completely different. So from the face, they'll be the same for sure, but not from the back. So there's your light purple butterfly. Okay. And I guess this is light purple also. Very thin border. Show you what they look like. You're going to get a double backer in both and a pair of jokers. It's always the similar joker with playingcarddex.com. And your ace of spades. And you have that butterflies flying through, which means every card is original and unique. Okay, you get original art all throughout, and you get the classic playingcarddex.com quartz. You see these a lot. There's your diamonds, right? And your diamond quartz look like that. Club quartz, and your clubs, and hearts look like that. If I go too fast, you can just pause, right? You could. I'm probably not going too fast. Hearts, double backer. Okay. So that was one bug, the butterflies. And we'll do grasshoppers. This is your second bug. It's nice that they say bicycle on them because, then the people that collect only bicycle decks can get on board with this. So one is more grasshoppery, one is just more green. So the forest green one looks like that. Okay. And again, nice thin border, right? And the olive color one looks rank like that. Yeah. And it's going to be very similar as the butterflies. Same joker, tossing the pips up into the air, and let's turn it over this way. Ace of spades. No bouncing grasshoppers in the corner, but they are up by the font. The what? What? Let me just... No bouncing grasshopper going through the card like the butterflies, but they are up in the corner. That's what I meant to say. And you know what? I leave all my mistakes in because it's an admission that I make mistakes. I am not perfect. It's true, we can all edit our videos and cut them so that it sounds clean every time. But when I do these videos, it's just more fun to leave the mistakes in because the rest of this is boring. Right? It's so boring. Why would you want to watch this video? I mean, I guess if you've got coffee, right? If you got coffee, it's a slow morning, you just want to mindlessly watch me go through cards. I guess I could add some sort of like ASMR feature to it, like, and this is the 8 of spades, and your double backer, and your king of diamonds. Would that be better? I wonder how many views I would get if I did ASMR for it, and then just like clipped the cards down to the table right against the microphone, you know, just like click, click, click. Last set. So fluid art. 4 decks here, green, red, black. Red doesn't want to stand up. Black and blue. Okay. Fluid art. That's a trick, by the way, to stand the decks up like that. Fluid Art Playing Cards 2021, distributed by TCC Playing Card Company, tccplayingcard.com. Fluid Art. Yes, Fluid Art. It's just a watercolory look all the way around. Again, I'm guessing that the faces... Wow, it didn't move. Faces are going to look the same. This is Stonehenge. But the backs are going to be a different color. So... one-way image, right, with a white border. Beautiful. I love blue. Well, you know I like red, but yeah. I like all colors. I like decks of cards. I like playing cards. So we'll do the Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is blue, right? And then black. Ooh, black is kind of a foil. Oh, and it feels like foil too. So it fans foily, which means they kind of have a bow to them because the foil is kind of warping. I think, don't they have to apply foil with heat? I think there's heat involved. There's your Ace of Spades on the black. And green. Okay. And there's even like gold foiling on the box too. So all that gold you see on the box that's gold foil too. Back design, kind of looks like that plaster dip, you know, that when they stick the item into the ink and it wraps around the object. What's that called? It's not called plaster dip. Hot dipping, hot painting. It's called something. It's really popular on the interwebs. I noticed the Ace of Diamonds is on the bottom here, and that it's yellow, so that's interesting. Let's see if I can find the... I just cut the deck. Weird when I put the box away. Oh yeah, there's totally a warp to it. Can you see that? Green, Ace of Spades. And red. And we will look at the red deck. There you go, back design. Kind of a sloppy spread. They're pretty, right? They're pretty. And I like TCC. So again, it's going to be red, and you're going to see that same red throughout. So the back design is bleeding through the faces of the pips. Okay. Here's your Jack, Queen, King, gold, diamonds. Okay. So I bet you that's how it works. I bet you in the green deck, the spades are green, and in the blue deck, the spades are blue, and in the black deck, the spades are black. So back to red again, or whatever the black deck, or the black suit was, that's what I meant. And then gold. So in the red deck, the fonts, I said it again, the pips are red and gold, and in the green deck, they're green and gold. Yeah. So gold is always the other color. And that's it. That's it. There's your jokers. That was my cat. Did you see that video with Jason Ladani and he had his dog coming into frame, wrecking his video? That was hilarious. And right now my cat is walking under my legs. Wants to be in the video. So, box number, what do we say? 28? Stop hitting the... I know, you just hit the tripod and made the camera move. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to hear you. What'd you think of this box? Tell me down below your favorites, least favorites. Oh yeah, I gotta call my dad back. See you guys. Bye.